guys! And we're gonna pretend I didn't voice crack on that. Well, Zoe, where are you going? I just sat down. I haven't done a sit down video in a little bit. You guys may notice something a little bit different. I jumped into a vat of acid and then pursued a life of crime. No, I did my hair. People keep telling me that I look like a mom. You know that one really cool character? I'll be like, yeah, and they'll be like, their mom. All right, we're back with high school tips. Are you so excited? Are you so excited? Are you so excited? So I'm gonna be a junior. It's fine, it's fine. So like these videos usually go, I am going to have 5 fingers. Who else is here? Like these videos usually go, I'm going to have categories, 5 of them to be precise. Experiment, education, fear, friends, and expectations. Kind of rhymes a little bit. Let's just jump right. So for experiment, what I mean by that is I'm not going to be the type of person to be like, 50 mistakes that I made so you don't have to. I feel like mistakes are an integral part of learning things. So I'm not gonna tell you to not make mistakes. I would say make as many mistakes as you can now because it's better to make them in high school and be like, oh, okay, than make them when you're like 40 and lose the house and the kids. Now, I'm not saying drink until your liver explodes in a park somewhere. I'm saying when I was getting my hair bleached under, my mom was like, you're gonna regret that in the future. And maybe, but another point is, don't live for things in the future. I mean, keep the future in mind, obviously. But I feel like so much of my freshman year was like, oh, I'm gonna look back on pictures and I'm gonna go, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or I'm whatever. You know what I regret from freshman year? Not doing what I wanted because I thought I was going to look back and regret it in the future. I look back on so many pictures from like elementary school where people are like, oh, you're gonna regret that, don't wear that to school. You know what I remember from looking at those pictures? I loved wearing that. And sure, it might look terrible now, but it didn't at the time and I thought I rocked it. And biggest thing is nobody's gonna remember what you wear. And nobody's gonna remember what you do or what you say. Well, maybe if you like say slurs and are like a terrible person, but don't do that. Another tip, don't say slurs. Next category is education. I do all 4 of my core classes online, so you're probably like, why would we take anything from you? You don't even go to school. And to that, I say, stop. I do go to school. I do go to school part-time and I have enough full-time to know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm a very existential person, so I'm always thinking of like, when I'm on my deathbed, what am I going to want? And having that mindset of always being like, I could die. And it might not work for everybody, but it works best for me to take what you need from school. Education is the most important and I love how it's only when I'm filming. Okay, it's been like an hour and I'm back. I'm one of those people that think education is the most important thing somebody can have, but I don't think school gives it to us adequately at most times to preserve happiness and all-around sanity. Instead of worrying about every single subject, worry about the ones that you like most. If you're planning to be a painter or a writer, focus on English and art class. If you're planning to be a biologist, focus on science. Now, I'm not saying totally flunk all the other classes. I'm saying that it is going to benefit you more to be an expert in the subject and your career path than know everything decently all across the board. Like, it would be an absolute dream to me to make music, and it's all I've ever wanted to do in my life. So I focus on English because it helps with song structure, and I focus on, you know. So I would suggest harnessing and holding on to what you're passionate about and kind of just doing what you need to do to get by for all the other subjects, just to preserve, you know, your overall will to live. Third category, fear. Again, since I'm very existential, I am terrified of a lot of things. And growing up and graduating and moving on is very scary. But in the most non-predatory and pedophilic way, age is just a number. But truly, I feel more like a kid now than I did in middle school or even elementary school. Because if you guys couldn't tell, I was bullied severely all the time. Just the overall situations at school or at home forced me to mature very fastly. Quickly. I think I've always been really goofy and silly and funny, but I think that was always kind of like a front that I put around people so that people would not bully me. It didn't really work very well, but I figured that I could still hide behind being funny. And I'm still not great, but at least I feel now that I'm being funny because I want to make a joke or I'm having fun in this situation. So I genuinely feel like childhood doesn't have any bearing on if you're having fun or not, because I think I was very aware as a child, unfortunately. I've never had a point in my life where I was just like, I love life and I'm oblivious to things. So moral of the story, if you're scared of graduating and moving on and like, oh my god, I'm gonna be older and I have to be more serious. I'm a junior and I am so much less serious than I was freshman year. So don't be scared of like losing your spark when you grow up. Category 4, friends. Now, I'm not the person to come to for this, but I've connected with maybe 1 or 2 people in my life as like best friends, but they are no longer in my life anymore. But if you are going into freshman year, I would say talk to a lot of people. A lot of people during freshman year don't really have cliques or groups yet. But if you're going into sophomore, junior, or senior year, I would say still, classes change and the people around you change every year, so talk to people. And I'm not trying to sound like redundant, but genuinely just like, hey, we don't talk that much anymore, but I remember a really great friend that I loved a lot. It started because I commented on their bag, and then our second conversation ever was referencing an internet meme. I was so afraid to talk to this person because I thought they were so cool. And they said like perchance in a sentence, and I was like, you can't just say perchance. And hoping that they got the reference. And they're like, oh my god, I love that meme. I was thinking it would be a really cool scene with like 2 people, like one of the... So genuinely, if you're like, oh, it's just like a throwaway joke, I shouldn't say it, or oh, they're not gonna find that funny, they're not gonna... Take a chance. That situation could have easily gone, hey, you can't just say perchance. What? Oh, it's just an internet meme. Oh, okay. That is the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, things stay the same. Best case scenario, you gain a friend. We're in this together. We're getting friends this year. Last category, expectations. I've got big expectations. She's got big expectation. I think a lot of people have these expectations when they go into high school. I'm a junior, haven't had my first kiss, haven't been to a single football game. I've never dated anybody, partially because I was too busy not dying. You are going to see a lot of kids going out every night and laughing so hard at lunch, and you're gonna want that. So you're going to try to force yourself to have these experiences when you're not ready to have them. And don't be like, oh, it's part of the high school experience, I have to do it. No, you don't. I have to go to my homecoming. I have to go to my prom. It's part of the high school experience. I have to go to a football game. If you rather stay at home and peel your eyelids off than go to a football game, don't go. Don't make yourself miserable because it's the high school experience. In conclusion, make mistakes to figure out who you are as a person and what you like, because that's what high school and even college is about. Take what you need from school and actually put time into learning the things you enjoy to learn about. I think school kind of skews our ideologies about learning. When you think of education, you think, oh, tuition and classrooms and you have to sit down and homework. I feel like education is such a fun thing. Growing up doesn't mean losing your youth and your happiness. If you're one of my subscribers, I better never hear you say, oh, I'm too old for that. That makes me so mad. You're not behind on any friendships. I think that everybody comes into your life for a reason. Or people could come to us in college or as we're young adults. And I know it sucks to wait and take gambles on people, but it's better than forcing friendships. And do what's right for you right now. And I hope you guys have a great school year. Please subscribe because I'm gonna be posting a bunch of fun videos soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this helped you guys. Please, 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 please subscribe. It would make me so happy. And don't forget to like this video and hit post notifications so you get notified every single time I post a video and watch it. As always, life is coming from you, not at you. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Don't forget the dean. Subscribe, post notif, make it chime. Leave a comment, hit her line. Drop a like, she don't mind. She be